everyone, welcome back to my urban homestead. My name is Miriam. I hope you're doing great. I wanted to share with you a project we put together in my Master Gardener class. It looks like an arrow garden. It kind of is. This is a self-watering raised bed of sorts. This is great if you don't have a lot of space to garden. If you're a new gardener, not ready to invest a whole lot of money in raised beds, this is a great way for you to get started. And if you have been gardening for a while, this is a great way to expand your options and try something new. So let me take you through how we did this and how you can put it together. This is super simple. You don't need a lot of supplies. You don't need a lot of money. This will probably run you about $30, even less than that. And you'll have it for several years to grow your veggies. Let's get to it. So I just want to show you all the pieces laid out here so that you could see how simple this process really is, and I'll walk you through all of it in a second. Here's the lid, the main piece, two sections that are going to go in the middle. You can see the two holes for them. These are the legs and the pipe to water them. And you'll see cut at an angle at the end. Very simple. We can all do this together. Now the first thing is you are going to want to take the lid and cut out the center of the lid. And I'll explain the why behind everything a little later. You're going to make holes. I just used a drill. You're going to make two circles here, about 3 inches in diameter. All you have to do is use some snips and cut through that plastic. And then you're going to go to Home Depot and get one of these pipes. They're usually used for plumbing, and so they come in about 10-foot sections. But literally, guys, this is what I did. This technically is for metal, okay? So I did get a hacksaw that was for plastic. I got a hacksaw. I was in Home Depot and I cut this down. So you don't have to have a huge truck to put a 10-foot section of pipe in the back of your truck. You can cut it at Home Depot and bring it home with you. So with a pipe like this, you are going to cut a few sections. These are 4 inches tall. And these are 5 inches tall. And you'll see you can also drill holes in the pipes. That's actually going to be pretty important. So you want an electric drill to be able to drill holes in the pipes and also drill holes in the lid. And lastly, you want a pipe that is significantly smaller. This is about 2 inches in diameter. Again, Home Depot. They're going to be probably 10 feet long as well. And you can cut them down to size in the store. It's helpful to have it at an angle. See that 45-degree angle here? So those are the pieces. Now this is going to be your raised bed. It's basically a storage tote, a Rubbermaid storage tote. About 4 inches from the bottom, you're going to drill a hole on each side. And that just ensures that your water level is not going to be too far up and you don't drown the roots. You don't want any of your plants to get root rot. So let me take you in a little closer so you can see how we set this up. The 4-inch tall pieces are going to be your legs. So you're going to put them in the 4 corners. And they basically hold your lid up. All right, now you got the 5-inch tall ones, and you'll notice we've got mesh here. You can use window screen. If you've got a broken window screen, don't throw it away. Use the screen, cut them to size, 5 inches, and put them right in the center. Those are going to go in the holes that you cut out. And I don't have it here, but I'm going to put down landscape fabric or even weed barrier in here, because you can see there are gaps in here and you don't want the soil going into the water. So this is going to be filled up with water. We're going to put soil in the 2 pockets in the center. That will allow the soil to absorb the water and it will be whipped up into the top section. So we're going to fill this with water again on the sides. You've got the draining tubes on both sides. This is the pipe that you can take your hose and fill it up. You're going to fill it up so that it reaches right underneath the barrier here. Put your landscape fabric in and fill this with soil. The soil that is in the pockets here will absorb the water and it will wick up and come through the soil so that your plants will have water to drink. Now, this is going to be a great situation if you're traveling. You're going to be gone for a couple of weeks. Your plants will have water to drink. It's also great if you just don't have a lot of space. Like, I'm not going to use this. This is actually going to go to my friend as a gift to her because she doesn't have a lot of gardening space and she really wants to garden. So I'm going to gift this to her and allow her to have a spot to grow some of her fruits and veggies. So I hope this was super helpful for you. A simple project. It's not that expensive, not hard to put together at all, but really a great idea if you're starting out and you don't want to invest in, super expensive raised beds because they can be super pricey. It's also a great option if you don't have a lot of space, maybe a patio, a balcony, your front porch. This does not take up that much space. It's maybe 3 feet, maybe 2.5 feet long. And so I hope that you give it a try. Put it together. Let me know how you do. Let me know what you end up growing. And happy gardening, everyone. See you in the next video.